Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige and today I'm going to be making a lemon meringue pie. So I'm going to start with the crust, and this is going to kind of take a while because I'm going to need to put it in the fridge for a while and then come back to working on it. But we're going to just take it one step at a time. So we're going to start with some flour. I hope this bowl was big enough. Too late now. Okay. Some Crisco, which is very sticky. I'm gonna need this knife, I think. It's some salt. It is sugar. This one's salt. I know what things are. This is cider vinegar. And now we are just going to combine. It smells like vinegar. The entire thing. So I made a lemon meringue pie for my mom's birthday last year as well. So I'm very excited to be making one again. I need to put my curtain back up because it's sunny. And now that the sun is no longer in my eyes, it is time to add the butter and water. So, I here have a whole stick of butter, which I need to cut into tiny little squares, or cubes, or something. So, to do that, I need a knife. And I think I'm going to kind of just, like, chop, ding, chop, ding, chop, ding. That one fell on its own. This is a very weird angle to be cutting butter at. Wow, it's still just sunny. I'm not entirely sure how to fix that, so I'm just going to scoot a little bit this way. Because the window's right there. Why is this already softening? It's supposed to be cold butter. I just took you out of the fridge. Ugh. You need to, like, even this out a little bit. Put the butter into the flour and other stuff that's in here to kind of create a dough. So here's my ice water. The ice is melted. So now it's just water. So it is an hour later, and the dough is very cold, which is good. So now I'm going to roll it out and put it in our beautiful pie thing. Get a little bit more flour everywhere. Get flour everywhere. Okay. Okay, this is beautiful. When I say beautiful, I mean I'm getting flour all over my laptop. It's a very thin crust. The main attraction here is not the crust. The crust just layers the bottom and holds things together, kind of, except mine isn't going to be holding anything together. Mine's going to be, okay, so now we're just going to, like, I don't know how to do this either. I need another set of hands. See that right there? That's called, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, well, okay. So this is how we're gonna do this now, I guess. Boop, boop. It's fine, as they say. It's fine. Okay. So I think this is gonna go in the fridge for like 2 hours. Then we'll get on to the funner stuff. The crust has been in the fridge, and then it was cooked in the oven, and now it's just resting to get back to room temperature. So now before we go over to the stove and continue with the lemon meringue, we need to separate some eggs. So I need 4 egg yolks, but 5 egg white. Oh, that went kind of squishy. Yeah, like that. Actually, is that just easier in general? Don't pop the yolk, please. I'm gonna cry. I just want the yolk. Okay, this was not easier than. That was so close. Pro tip: that was not easier than using the shell. Okay, so now we're back, and we're going to start making the lemon part of the lemon meringue pie. Okay, so this is the front burner, so we'll turn that on. We're going to start by adding a whole ton of sugar. For this way, so you can see a lot of sugar going in. Okay, so then we have less flour than we do sugar, because we like making clouds of dry ingredients. We have a little bit of salt, lemon juice, and water. I forgot to get my spatula, so I'm going to get that now. I made a spoon instead of spatula because it's in the dishwasher apparently, but oh, that was left on the heat. Okay, you know what? You're thriving right now. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to mix this until it's like liquid and not like green sugar, I think. But then what we're going to do is we're going to temper the eggs so that they don't scramble when we don't want cooked eggs, we want lemon meringue. Well, no, because the meringue is the white part, so is this just the lemon? But like that's like crust lemon meringue. Or maybe it's pie lemon meringue, like crust is the pie part, so it's like lemon meringue pie? Okay, you know what? I'm just going to refer to this part as the lemon, because I don't know. I just confused myself with that whole diagram that I just tried to explain. Is this like hot? It's like not. Well, it has to be, because it like combined. It smells like lemon. I don't want to like taste it, because that's going to be like gross, because like this, it's just lemon right now. I feel like that'd be gross. Okay, well anyway, I'm going to try to temper this. I've never tempered something by myself, so this is going to be really interesting. Okay. So I want to mix this while pouring this in slowly, so as not to scramble my eggs. I don't want scrambled eggs. I want a nice lemon mixture, not scrambled eggs. I don't know why I'm saying. Okay, now I'm going to put this back on the heat. So I'm just going to... And now that looks like the lemon part of this meringue. No, this isn't a part of the meringue. The meringue goes on top of the lemon. I don't know. Okay, so now I think I'm just gonna let this sit just enough to cook the eggs. I think I'm just gonna pour this in. I'm gonna turn this off first. Wait, no. I almost forgot everything that I just told you that I was adding. Oops. Butter and a lot of lemon zest. And now we're just going to stir that until the butter is melted. So as you can see, I am very confused about my lemon part right now. So what I actually ended up doing was making another batch, the exact same, but I just combined everything before I turned the heat on and kind of constantly stirred it, and this allowed it to get the thick consistency that I was looking for, and then when I poured it into the crust, it wasn't as watery as you see now. So now we are back. We have the egg mixture down at the bottom. There's really not a lot yet, but what's going to happen is we're going to whisk it for a very long time, and it's going to kind of meringue, which is what we want. I need a whisk. I need a whisk. You can't whisk something without a whisk. So we're just going to whisk this. So now we have our pie here, and I'm just going to kind of dollop the meringue on top, and then you can see me torch it. Okay, so I'm going to kind of just give the meringue. Look at those beautiful peaks. And I'm just going to kind of, there we go. I'm going to kind of just dollop it on. It's kind of sticking to my spoon a little bit more than I expected, so that's fine. But I could get a second spoon, but I'm kind of just using my finger and kind of just making sure it gets all out of the scoop. And we'll kind of go through and make peaks. Actually, this is a little less. I think I'm going to give the rest of it like one more. Yeah. So I'm just going to spread it out over the meringue. No, this is the meringue over the lemon. Because right now I'm kind of just spreading it around. But then we're going to want those like peaks, like the. But we're going to use a smaller spoon for that. So I'm just going to use a spoon to kind of create peaks all the way around. And I'm not really caring if they like fall back in on themselves. I just kind of want that like flow of like indents and undents. Undents is a word I just created, by the way. Like this is the indent. It's like the lower part of the swoosh, and then the up here is the undent. So even if it's not a stiff peak, it's the undent. It's a word I just created. So it was a very exciting day for me because my boyfriend left his torch here before quarantine, and he walked me through using it by myself, and I was very excited about it. And you get to see it here. It's like toasting marshmallows, except they're not marshmallows. Okay. And thus the final results of the lemon meringue pie. If you enjoyed, please subscribe and like, and come back every Monday for new things that I'm baking. And yeah, that's about it.